What is it, red in the morning, sailor's warning? That's a bit red, isn't it? Come on. I'm down for the warning signs. Give us some wind, man. Got the motor rumbling now this morning. We haven't started it since, haven't been able to run it, so we've had 2 days and 2 nights and a cloudy day. So our power is pretty low. Had this light easterly pretty much since like 10 p.m. So we've just been sailing at 1 to 3 knots, like a southeast course. We've fully decided we're going to Malaysia. It's just a matter of where in Malaysia. If we go to Langkawi, we're on an island. When we left there, everything is shut because of really strict MCOs. So if we go to Pancor, we have James at our whim and we can just get shit done a lot easier. And the clearing process is not going to be such a hassle because James will be there. So it might take an extra day or two with winds like this to get to Pancor. This is our 4th morning at sea. Like, it's forgiving because it's just beautiful out here. But when you're just trying to get somewhere and you can't, it's a little bit frustrating. When all else fails, just pick up a book and kick back.
I'm Benita, that's Yosh, and this is the newest member to our family, our beautiful daughter, Tallulah May. Our sailboat Nandji has been our floating home for 5 years, and after spending a long time stuck in Malaysia, we are back on the move again. We are currently at sea on a 700 nautical mile passage and crossing the busy shipping lanes of the Malacca Strait on our way to Indonesia. Our first day was a success as we travelled over 130 nautical miles in 24 hours, but then in the afternoon of our second day at sea, things went horribly wrong. Our prop fell apart in the shipping lane, leaving us engineless with little wind to sail. We are now faced with the challenging task of trying to get back to land to complete repairs.
When we first started to turn back, we were going against like a 2-knot northerly current, and now that we've kind of made our ground east, the current's kind of more of a down flowing southeast sort of now, so that's in the course that we're heading. So we're doing 3 knots, but sailing in these light wind conditions and just using Rob Dog, sometimes Rob Dog isn't good enough, isn't up to the task, and Nandji just starts tacking. So I thought we'd just tack and try the other tack to see how we would go, but you just sit there in this light breeze and you go in circles, as you can see, because you're just drifting backwards. So I've whipped it back around again now, and we're back on our southeast course. It's a good course to go to Pancor, but it's a good course for Malaysia, and it's the only course we can go on. It's shaping up to be a beautiful day, except beautiful days don't bring the wind, so kind of want the clouds and the squalls, because that's how we're really going to get moving. We do have current winds now, which is a nice feeling, so we're not sailing on the spot. We're pretty well smack bang in the middle of Malacca Strait now. You really want to stay away from the Indonesian, on the east coast of Sumatra, on the Indonesian coast here. It's down the bottom towards the Singapore Strait. That's where the sort of pirate activity is noted, but it is advised for yachts to stay away from the east coast of Sumatra. Even though the west coast of Sumatra and the islands out there are magnificent, beautiful, and people are super friendly, the east coast of Sumatra, especially down the southern end, the southeastern corner sort of deal of Sumatra is where they have a little bit of action going on. And since we are a bit of a sitting duck, sailing not real fast, we don't really want that. So we do want to keep trying to make as much easterly ground as we can towards Malaysia. We're kind of going southeast now with the current, and we've got a gentle easterly. It's weird there's an easterly breeze. It's against all things that should be happening. So we're just slowly close hauling it as much as we can. Here we are at this rate. I reckon this will take us another 3 days. You alright? You alright? Nearly sailed in a circle. This is Langkawi. The attack at the moment, we're going to point more up to here, which is Thailand and Koh Lipe, these islands here. But this is the shipping channel, so we want to make sure we go that way.
Triple sails! Yeah! We tacked back again and we snuck back into the shipping lane just a little bit again, just to make some ground further south. And I think I'll give it like half an hour more, and then we'll tack back out again and head back up. So. And just slowly inching our way up the coast. Plenty of viz today, lots of sunshine, so we can see all the ships very clearly. The weather's nice, so now's the time to do it. So far sailing with Tallulah has been really good. It's awesome that she sleeps during the night, so she'll wake a couple of times for a feed, but she just goes right back to sleep again, which makes it a lot easier. Like, I think that's the hardest part, is like night watch, and so having to also juggle her between the two of us would make it even harder. So yeah, that's really cool. And we're on day 4, and she's getting a little bit squirmish today, so we're having to really entertain her for all the time that she's awake. So it is getting a little bit harder today, but her interest in holding things, and she's just able to coordinate her hands so much better now, and her feet as well. And yeah, she's not quite crawling yet, but she's almost there. Like, so she's going to be on the move soon, which is going to be even more challenging, but this is the life we've chosen. We're a sailing family, so we're going to have to learn the ropes and learn how to manage and sail together. I think the wind's dropping out a little bit, so I'm going to get Yosh up to help me tack with the 3 sails, and then yeah, before it drops out and we don't have the wind to get out of the shipping lane again. So let's get the hell out of here.
No wind, and forecast is like really light wind, 0 wind for the next couple of days. We've already been out here for a few days, so I just need to figure out a way we can get the prop moving. So I've ratchet strapped it all together so nothing will fall apart, but when we clicked it into gear, it was just whoop, whoop, whoop. It sounded too off balance. So we can't motor with it like that. But we need to try to figure out a way how to motor it, just to keep moving. So maybe I'll take the ratchet off and I'll just see if I can't tie it all in place with the ratchets, with the strap without the ratchet. That's the plan.
And just like that, the wind picked up a little bit, and now we're heading directly towards Pancor. So we'll just see how this goes, see how long it lasts. I don't know much, but my only concern is that if we do try to use the prop, well, it's got the ratchet strap on it, that it'll be off balance and it might hurt the gearbox. But
just want to try to balance it.
Yeah, I just don't want to fuck the whole engine and the gearbox. But, oh, this is so good.
Just stay calm.
Yeah, yeah. We've got the right wind now, so we've got pretty good wind. So we'll just see how this goes. I've got an idea. I think that we should try to get one of these fishing boats on the radio and get them to tow us. And we don't have much Malaysian coin, but we do have some expensive things that they might like a fishing rod. What else? iPhone.
Well, one of the forecasts said southerly tomorrow, so let's just hope that one out of the 4 is right. They all vary just slightly.
But they all say bugger all wind.
They basically all say bugger all wind, but 2 of them say southerly southeasterly, 3 of them say southerly southeasterly, so you should expect that. But that's all further to the east as well.
Yeah, which is impossible for us to move towards.
We can't get towards.
Yeah. You're right on time. Yeah, happy girl on time. Because I'm happy for the love. We were making some good ground south-southeast, but we were getting pushed into the shipping channel again, and I just don't want to be dodging ships again, especially if the wind drops out. Like, we don't know what the wind's going to do today, so I don't want to be a sitting duck again, or just even sailing around the ships. If we can avoid doing that, then yeah. So we chucked in a tack, but we haven't got the best angle. We're heading northeast at the moment, which is not too bad, but yeah, I don't know, it's going to be a long journey getting back to Pancor Marina. I think we still have like 170 nautical miles left to go, and dealing with different wind directions and also the current that's running through here. So yeah, but just take it one day at a time. We're on day 4 at the moment, but you can only do what you can do, and you got to use the wind that you have, and that's what we're doing. So yeah, at least there's wind. The worst thing is when the wind drops out and you're literally just flapping sails and drifting in the opposite direction that you want to go. Like, that is a really hard thing to deal with. I think it takes a lot of surrendering and acceptance to deal with that. Like, Yosh and I, we've had engine issues our whole time that we've been sailing, and so we've spent a lot of time bobbing around at the mercy of the sea and the weather, but we'd prefer not to do it. Yeah, we don't want this anymore. We want to have a working engine and we want to be able to rely on it. So this is a real down situation, really, especially considering all the work that has been put into Nandji, and just to be back here doing the same shit. I don't want this anymore. I want to have a working engine that we can rely on. Well, the engine's good, but I just want to know that we can motor if we need to.
Hey dude.
We see our tender fuel as our absolute last resort. Once it's gone, without wind, we have no way of maneuvering the boat, so we tried to sail as far as we could before using it. With ships on the horizon and a setting sun, now is the time. We have a 2-knot current pushing us away from our destination, so the question is, how fast are we going to be able to motor? How far can our 40 litres of fuel really get us? Most definitely not the 170 nautical miles left to travel, but right now, getting us out of this shipping channel is our first priority.